俺が食い止める。行くぞ。俺が食い止める。さっさと気をためろ。死ぬなよ、ベジータ。
Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. Data download is in, so we should be seeing what is new for this free-to-play BEERUS that they teased a couple days ago. But more crazy is the Happy Bag summons. As you guys know, at the end of the year, they always release these crazy Happy Bag summons that provide a ton of value. Unfortunately, for a lot of players, a lot of them are only through purchasing with money, but the value that these tickets provide is astronomical, and I think this year they've outdone themselves in terms of what they can provide. Well, let's just quickly go through what BEERUS can do here. Starting off with the main ability, destroy all your own cards to draw 4 new ones, restore 50 key, 30% damage inflicted, -5 to arts cost, destroy all your enemy cards. That is a pretty strong main ability, just simply because destroying all your enemy cards, I mean, your opponent has an ultimate, being able to just get that out of their hands is a nice little play. Next, we also got our hands on the first passive, sorry, I'm just closing Steam off to the side here. 80% damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, 65% reduced damage received, 70% key recovery, and level 1 card draw speed. So pretty standard stuff at this point. Card draw speed, key recovery, 65+% damage inflicted with 80 to 100% damage inflicted is just what we see typically. Applies the following effects to self according to the number of times this character has been on the field. 1 or more, you get 40% damage inflicted for 10 counts. 2 or more, you randomly draw a card when you have 3 or fewer. And 3 or more, you get another level of card draw speed. So BEERUS, when he shows up on the field, the third time is going to have level 2 card draw speed, is going to be guaranteed to draw a new card. 40% extra damage inflicted, putting him at 120 with level 2 card draw speed. That's actually pretty good for a free character. It really is. Applies the following effects to enemy when this character enters the field. If a tag uni rep or tag event exclusive other than this character is a battle member, randomly destroy a card, inflict the attribute downgrade -15% to strike and blast art's power for 5 timer counts. That's not too bad at all. Applying debuffs while showing up on the field versus having to do a cover change or swap out is nice. Applies the following effects when this character is switched to standby. Restore ally key by 30. Inflict enemy the attribute downgrade +5 to all arts costs, and hit them with the -1 card draw speed for 5 timer counts. Not too bad. I think 5 timer counts is a little too short, just because a lot of characters, you know, with the level 2 card draw speed and combos just last for such a long time. It may not be the most prevalent effect, but still, taking away card draw speed is very powerful. Second passive, the following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy strike, blast, or special move attack while this character is on the field. So as BEERUS is getting beaten up, applies the attribute upgrade, shortens sub count by 2 to self for 5 timer counts. To elaborate on this one, it's applying a buff to BEERUS that shortens his sub count by 2. So when BEERUS finally swaps out, and assuming he only got hit once, his substitution counts will only be 8 as opposed to the standard 10. But the other stuff is pretty interesting. Plus 10% to special move damage inflicted by allies for 15 counts, and plus 10% to ultimate and awakening damage inflicted by allies for 15 counts. Let BEERUS get beaten up, swap into someone that can chain a blue on a cover change, and they get a nice little power up to it. Nifty. The following effects occur every time this character uses a strike or blast. Restore on health by 3% to feed into the fact that I guess they want him to pseudo up as a sponge. Restore on vanish by 10%. Let the guy stay on the field for a little longer, not bad. And 10% to damage inflicted by allies for 15 counts. When they teased this, the first thing that came to mind was that purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta from like 2 years ago, who has the death buffs and the main ability taken away. It's the main ability giving him blast damage. So I was thinking, you know, offensive unit, strike and blast, damage inflicted for allies is not bad. Following effects occur when this character performs a vanish step. Restore on key by 20, 20% to damage inflicted by allies for 15 counts, and 10% to ally health restored for 15 counts. Again, more support. So he's supporting your allies from getting beaten up. He's supporting your allies as he's fighting. He's supporting your allies as he sidesteps. Would not be shocked if there's support on the green as well. The following effects occur if own remaining health is 50% or below after the enemy attack is over. Activates once. You get a Dragon Ball. Cancels allies attribute downgrades under normal conditions and reduces the Dragon Ball. Pretty strong, especially given that they have nerfed Dragon Ball acquisition rate, so pretty good. His blue card, Hakai, major explode damage, randomly applies 1 of the 3 of the following effects upon activation. Holy crap, you can, wow, Hakai could either give you 50% damage buff or 150%. That kind of sucks if you're really banking on getting the 150% to one-shot somebody, but that's still a fun little RNG roll into the game. Inflicts all enemies with the attribute downgrade plus 15% to damage received for 10 timer counts upon hit, and it has blast armor, which is nice to see for a free unit. This green card, restore own key by 50, restore ally health by 10%. Notice how it says there's no limit. 20% to damage inflicted by allies for 25 timer counts, so look at that. 20% sidestepping, 10% for strike and blast, 20% off of green. This guy's just a monster of a support, and he's giving 20% to ally key recovery. And he shortens ally sub count by 2. Wow. Just spam green cards with BEERUS, it looks like. Z ability is 33% to uni rep event exclusive or god key strike and blast defense. So double defense. BEERUS overall, so he looks like a good free support unit. In terms of like support characters that are free, he's like one of the best for sure. He's a decent overall character. We'll have to see how his stats perform too. Now next, the New Year's raid. It looks like these are going to be the 5 enemies that we're fighting up against. Be sure to do all of these just because it is a ton of resources and we still got all the crazy banners and Ultra UI still out there, so be sure to do these. This is where it gets crazy though. The roster for this banner, this New Year's Rising banner, is all the modern LFs, all the amazing modern LFs. This one is baffling for me. Goku and Bardock, their supremely crappy banner that I know all too well, shows up on this. I am a tiny bit salty because that banner is such horrendous trash that if I knew this banner was going to show up again and all the modern characters were going to show up on it, I probably would not have spent so much LFZ power on these guys. That to me is insane. I'm baffled that this is an actual thing. Look at this. Beast Gohan is here. The Gammas are here. Goku and Frieza are here. Pikkon is here. I know a lot of people skipped on Pikkon's banner simply because it was right before Legends Festival. It's here. Evoken is here. That's nuts. Such modern, amazing, meta-relevant characters right there. Here is the mega sale, so I don't even know what this is going to be, but I for anyone that spends money on the game, it's probably going to be fantastic deals. Yeah. Happy bags per the usual. The value of these things continues to grow. I don't know if you see over here, but there is these little ticket things here that you can probably exchange for LFZ power. There's that ticket that probably guarantees you an LF. Here's the summons on that previous banner, but look at that. There's 1,000 LFZ power right over there too. A lot of value if you're someone that puts money into the game. Now these banners would imply that, you know, Ultra Super Gogeta, Ultra Gogeta Blue, and Ultra Super Vegeta are one singular banner, but that's not actually what's happening. They are doing a sequence of reruns where it's each of their returning banners showing up for a short period of time. So it'll be Ultra Super Gogeta's Ultra banner like before, and then I think 2 or 3 days later it turns into Ultra Gogeta Blues, and then 2 or 3 days later it turns into Ultra Super Vegetos. I, like many others, originally thought that they decided to throw the Ultras in a singular banner and call it whatever, but no, it's actually divided up into one banner that just changes every couple of days. Kind of stinks, but yeah, that is what it is. Absolutely insane. You let me know in the comment section below what you think about all of this. Are you going to be buying the happy bags? Will you be summoning on this as well? I do believe there's a CC variant of it as well. Yeah, honestly, looks to be insane. Looks like Legends wants to end the year with a bang. What are your thoughts on free-to-play BEERUS as well? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to check out the collab I did with Nano and Diddy. It was a good time as well. Just a nice little crazy video before we send the year off. But until next time, guys, peace.